Welcome. Welcome everyone all back to HAZCAR. It's been a little bit. Car tomorrow race was pretty darn good, I'll say. So I'm excited for the Cup race today. Full 40 car field. Of course, people starting in the back are expected. People starting on the front row. Chase Elliott lands himself, I believe, a 4th pole on the season, if I'm not mistaken. A 3rd or 4th pole on the season, if I look at the standings. Chase Elliott lands himself a 3rd pole on the season, yes. Currently, I think he's on the most poles, tied with Tyler Reddick. Ryan Blaney holds a pole. Martin Truex holds a pole. And now, Chase Elliott gets his 3rd pole on the season. Alongside him is his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Kyle Larson. Further back in the field, it is Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin side by side. Then, further back, Ryan Blaney in row 3 alongside Bell. Truex alongside Keselowski, and Byron alongside Gibbs, of course. Our winners in the field are, as of right now, if I look at my graph here, because I don't quite remember, Tyler Reddick with a win under his belt in the HAZCAR 500. Zane Smith with a win in Bermuda. Of course, the 71 for Spire Motorsports absolutely fluked his way to a win there in the Bermuda Triangle. Chase Briscoe with a win in the Diet Coke 500, another crown jewel race. Alex Bowman with a win in Atlanta, the 4th super speedway race in a row. He's currently starting way back there alongside Austin Dillon. Ty Gibbs with the win in Darlington, based mostly off of fuel strategy. And Ross Chastain with the win in the Bristol Dirt. An absolute fluke shot of a win, but regardless, a win is a win. I want to see one of the Hendrick boys finally put it together. Of course, Larson and Elliott were side by side fighting for lead the entire time in the Bristol Dirt till one of those fateful cautions came out. Regardless, this is the field we sit under.
Drivers, to your cars.
Right now. In row 6, it's Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. In row 7, it's AJ Allmendinger and Austin Cindric. In row 8, it is Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez. Row 9 is Anthony Alfredo and Chase Briscoe. Row 10, the front row car of Michael McDowell alongside the 2311 of Bubba Wallace. Row 11. Is that right? Row 11 is Carson Hocevar and Joey Logano. Row 12, Josh Berry and McDowell's teammate Todd Gilliland. Row 13 is Noah Gragson and Eric Jones. Row 14, Alex Bowman and Austin Dillon. Row 15 is Corey LaJoie and Daniel Hemrick. Row 16, Zane Smith and Justin Haley. Row 17 is Ricky Stenhouse and Harrison Burton. Row 18 is John Hunter Nemechek and Ryan Preece. Row 19 is Riley Herbst and Jimmy Johnson. And row 20 is David Reagan and Kaz Gralla. Now, I'm confident in these Hendrick boys. Of course, you've got William Byron further back, but we've seen him joust his way up through the field a bit in past races. I don't know about Alex Bowman. Maybe he had a bad day in qualifying. I would assume so, because usually he's a bit of a higher qualifier than that. He's usually in the top 20. Here, it looks, he's qualified, what is that, 27th. So, an uncharacteristically bad showing from even Alex Bowman in qualifying. Let's bring it up and hand it to our Grand Marshal.
Drivers, start your engines.
And we are officially off. Here we go now. Larson and Elliott side by side. 107 laps in Bristol. In Texas today. End of stage 1 is lap 30. End of stage 2, lap 66. Let's keep an eye out for that. I'm confident in Ross Chastain. I think he's got a decently fast car. Trackhouse, they've got support from the Hendrick guys. That's where they're getting their speed from. Ross Chastain, a very aggressive driver, alongside a one-time rival of Denny Hamlin. I think there's going to be an interesting start here to today's race, but I'm confident Chase Elliott can get a good jump off the restart here in Texas. Of course, our Texas native, Chris Buescher. Yes, he's from Prosper and not Fort Worth, but regardless, he's a Texan native. Would be quite nice to see him come to a win here in his hometown, especially since Coda is no longer on the schedule. As the pace car heads onto pit road and the Hendrick guys are left with open air in front of them, we're going to bring it to the restart zone, and we are green in Texas. And Denny Hamlin, right off the start, all the way to the inside of those Hendrick guys. He's going to go for the lead. He's got his teammate Christopher Bell right behind him. And then his other teammate Martin Truex a little bit further back. Let's keep it in this view for now. See if any cautions come out in the early running, because that's usually when the cautions are most prone to come out, especially in this car. Testing show that these cars run much closer together than the car of tomorrow. The draft is a bit stronger. They're more aerodynamically efficient. They've got the speed. Let's see here. They're running 3 wide, a couple rows. I'm not sure. Look at Kyle Larson. He's already fallen back, but Ty Gibbs only working his way up. As Byron, you see, like I said, he jousted his way up. I'd like to see, wow, Bell out in front from, what, the 5th row. Chase Elliott may not be happy with that. It doesn't look like he is, and so he is obviously going to try to go for a pass in the number 20 here in stage 1. But I don't know how well it's going to work. There's William Byron now in 3rd place. I mean, Martin Truex gets shoved out of line. And then there's Ty Gibbs on the inside of Chris Buescher. But Buescher, before Gibbs can do anything, goes to the inside of Byron. Speaking of cars going to the inside of one another, we've got Chase Elliott diving down on Christopher Bell. Oh, and we got the 34 on the wall. So that's going to slow him down a bit. He's up with his teammate, Kaz Gralla. Noah Gregson, is he going to pit? No, he's just running a really low line. It looked like he was preparing to make a stop there. As Elliott, Bell, and now Gibbs are your top 3, your podium finishers. Denny Hamlin gets back up. Fell back quite a bit to 8th place. Now he runs up in 6th. Gained 2 positions on Buescher and Blaney. Looks to gain another on Kyle Larson. Now, as tires wear down, those side-by-side battles in turns, they're going to become a bit tighter. That outside is going to become a bit more viable. Here's Bell now with a bit of a push from his teammate, Ty Gibbs. They're looking to team up against Chase Elliott. Ty Gibbs wants another win this season. He wants to prove that he deserves to be here. And so he's going to leave his teammate, Christopher Bell, just out to dry. He's going to hang him out to dry, but Bell not giving up so easily. He's going to stay side by side with the 54. It's just not going to work, though. The inside is still just a bit grippier than the outside with those tires. As the 9 just continues to slip away from these guys. I mean, look at this. That's a half a second almost deficit that Ty Gibbs has. It's a half a second lead on Ty Gibbs that Chase Elliott's got. There's Tyler Reddick. He wants to go to the inside of Chris Buescher, and he's going to do it. Ross Chastain behind them is paying witness to all of this. Wants to make good use of his sticks behind the 17. As we see, Ty Gibbs is gaining on Chase Elliott. There's a caution. Caution out. Brad Keselowski and others. Brad Keselowski and David Reagan, it looks like teammates have been involved in the same accident. What happened? Let's look back here as the caution is out. I don't know exactly what went on. I think Reagan just went... Yeah, look at that. He went to the inside of Keselowski. He wasn't expecting it. And that just brought them both to a crash. That's going to bring out the first caution of the night, folks. Brad Keselowski and David Reagan, teammates and a car owner. Imagine taking out your boss like that. Now, Chase Elliott. Now we're heading down pit road. Chase Elliott's down the pits. Second place, Ty Gibbs is also in the pits. Everyone's going for tires. This is a very tire aggressive track. There's Brad Keselowski receiving repairs. It's Chase Elliott. He loses his lead to Chris Buescher. Buescher first off pit road. Elliott a slow stop. That's Chase Briscoe behind him. Yeah, Denny Hamlin with a bit of a hold up on pit road. So, Buescher beats Briscoe. Elliott with a bad stop. These guys are making contact off of pit road. It's a very slim pit road exit, so I don't blame him. There's Denny Hamlin now, behind David Reagan, who, mind you, was involved in this crash. As we're now just one lap to green. Doesn't look like there's any lap cars in the field except for Keselowski at the back. Yeah, Keselowski goes behind Drala. So, first caution of the day, lap 8. So Keselowski's now going to be very heavy lapped traffic. He's going to be very slow. Again, he had that nasty lick in the wall. Let's see if we can look back at that accident. We see Keselowski gets turned off the corner and he just nasty lick right into the wall. So that's big damage for the number 6. So he's going to see a lot of engine problems. He's going to see a big loss of power. And here we go. Pace car in the pits, Busher in the lead. He's got Briscoe on his behind, Elliott on the outside. Here we are, back green in Texas. Elliott with a better start on Busher. This is good for Busher. He wants to be this far up in the field. Of course, it's going to be hard to avoid getting shoved out the way. There's the 2311 duo of Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, and see what I mean? Look, Chase Briscoe already down to the inside, looking to steal second place from the Texan native, from our hometown hero. I myself, from Texas, I mean, I want to see this. I want to see this man win. I want to see this man come out with a win today. There's Chastain bringing it 3 wide for third. Just for a moment there. And we've got another crash. And it's the 77 Carson Hocevar around to the backstretch. What happened? What now? Come on, man. Looks like Ryan Blaney. Oh, he got up in the wall and just into the 77 there. Brought that 62 into it as well. The 62 might have to undergo some light repair. Same with the 12, honestly. That sucks, man. Imagine Carson Hocevar. I mean, he's a young driver. He's not got the fastest car by any means, but you know, it just sucks to see. You watch the entire field get by you. As now, we're going to see some drivers potentially stay off of pit road. Like, it is a possibility, but I don't think it's going to be happening. Chase Elliott hopes to have a good stop this time around. I want to see if Ross Chastain can bring out the fastest stop. I mean, he could realistically just take right side tires and take stage 1 home. There goes Ross Chastain off of pit road. Tyler Reddick with a monster stop. He's going to take it off pit road. So, yeah, look at all these other guys on pit road. But Tyler Reddick first off of pit road. It's always great. Ross Chastain, a great stop. Chase Elliott lost 4 spots on pit road. Or no, he only lost 1 spot. But Tyler Reddick in the lead. That's going to be bad for the Chase for the 9 car of Chase Elliott. I mean, look, Chase Elliott's great on the restarts. There's no denying that. He's a great... He always knows how to get the jump legally without getting a penalty. And so there's Carson Hocevar, now off of pit road. And Ryan Blaney off of pit road. There's our Toyota Camry pace car. Brings us to just 2 laps until green. Already retirements with the number 60, David Reagan, with a header failure after that wreck. The 99 with a clutch failure. It's Daniel Suarez. And your only lapped car as of the moment is Brad Keselowski for his crash with his own team member. Here he is slowing down. I don't know why Denny Hamlin didn't just go down the inside. Carson Hocevar needs to move. Denny. Denny. Well, looks like we're going green without them, I guess. Show must go on. No more extended cautions after all the trouble we've had at Bristol. Yeah, those guys, they're going to get a good jump on the start here, but Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott, they're going to take us back to a restart. Green flag back in the air. And look at that, they're equal on the restart, and Tyler Reddick's inside line is going to give him a bit of a jump on the lead there. Denny Hamlin, among these other guys, they make their way all the way back up to the field, but they don't have anywhere to go, so they're going to have to slow up and make their way back up to the field normally, like everyone else. Reddick, Briscoe on the inside of Reddick, he's going to push him a little high, but he's also going to give him a bit, that's also going to give him a bit of a boost, and it's going to keep him in the lead. Alex Bowman out of nowhere, the 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. He just sends it. He's made it all the way up through the field, probably through fast pit stops. 48 has a good pit crew. They're incredible at their craft. Let's look at the 14 on his hood cam. Yes, he has draft, but I just don't think he's able to top the 45 speed, honestly. In the corner, maybe. Yeah, look, he takes a bit of a higher line than the 45. And with these worn out left side tires, that's probably what you want to do. You know, get a bit more grip out of your car. But he slows up in that turn. That's what's causing it to be difficult for the 14. To catch up to Tyler Reddick. Regardless, he's doing it. Look at this. Massive gain. Joey Logano out of nowhere as well. I mean, he was outside of the top 10, I believe. He was in row 6 or 7 at the start of this race, and he's made his way up. Still around the same spot, but a bit further up, and he's in that joust for that little forwardmost big pack. Alfredo nearly turned the 38. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Never mind. They were about to go 3 wide. Not really going to do it anymore. Briscoe still not really able to catch Tyler Reddick. Bubba Wallace in 3rd with Ross Chastain in 4th and Chase Elliott in 5th. Ross Chastain tries to defend. It's not going to work. Chase Elliott's going to get by him. How easily? Not sure. Chastain tries to hang on to it, but he just doesn't. Can't hang on to that position. Tyler Reddick currently, now with just, he's coming up on 6 to go in our stage. As Noah Gregson is in the middle of that 3 wide with now Ty Gibbs, William Byron, and himself. Ty Gibbs gets by with a bit of a push from that Penske number 2, Austin Cindric. Byron falls back on the outside, and that's the end of that 3 wide little fiasco there. There's Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski gets in the way of a bunch of cars. He's pushing 180. These guys are pushing 200. They've got 20 miles per hour on him at least. So he's going to stick it to the high lane. These guys got to make their way around him a bit carefully, but I think that's a secured stage for Tyler Reddick now as the leaders. They're all just... I mean, no one's gaining on anyone, really, in that lead pack. Let's look at Ross Chastain. I think Ross Chastain could crack out one more stage point on Bubba Wallace, but he goes too low on the racetrack. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Chase Elliott may get a bit of a little time on Chase Briscoe by the end of the stage here, but I don't think we're going to see Tyler Reddick lose out to anybody here. Chase Briscoe gets passed by Chase Elliott. Elliott gets the position on Chase Briscoe. There's Chastain on Bubba Wallace now. He's on his rear bumper. Elliott's the only way Reddick's not going to win this stage now with 2 to go in stage 1. Zoom the camera back in. Yeah. Unless Chase Elliott can pull out an absolute masterclass lap and Tyler Reddick really messes it up. Here it is. 1 to go for Tyler Reddick in stage 1. Your current points leader, I believe. He's tied with Chris Buescher in points, but he has more laps led, so this is only going to help him in that rivalry. As Chastain goes to the inside of Bubba Wallace, but it might be too late. Here comes Tyler Reddick off of turn 4. He's going to win stage 1. Chastain fails to get past Wallace, but gets to 4th anyways. As Chase Briscoe slows through the field. Chase Briscoe, strictly a talented super speedway racer, so we're going to see him do good at Talladega in the next race. Good points for the 45. Good to see it. Love to see 2311 thrive. Reddick on pit road. Of course. It's the Monster Energy sponsored number 45. Of course, the Nasty Beast also, but everybody knows him with his monster sponsorship. Briscoe, Logano, good run off of pit road. He had a fast stop. Chastain only falling further back. Briscoe is a quick on pit road. He gains 3 positions. Chastain loses 2. Ty Gibbs stays where he's at. Bubba Wallace loses 2. Loses 2 positions, I believe. Yeah, he loses 2 positions. Logano gains, wow, he gains 5 positions on pit road. Masterclass by the 14 and the 2 and the 22's pit crews. Those 4 pit crews seem to really have it out. Ryan Blaney still stuck back there. Now Martin Truex stuck at the back of the field as well. Keselowski. I think he just needs to park it. You can hear him struggling for power. I think he just needs to pack it up and go home. Other lapped cars are Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin. So they will not. Unless a big crash comes out, they won't be seeing they won't be seeing very good points today. They're all only going to get 1 point. Hamlin, Blaney, Keselowski, Suarez, and Reagan are all single point days. That's just unfortunate. Now I know Hamlin has the speed to get back up through the field. He definitely has it. But with the lapped car of Brad Keselowski, I don't know how easy that's actually going to be for him. Because every time he comes through, he slows the whole field up, and there's just nowhere to really go. I mean, Texas has one of the thinner track surfaces on the schedule, especially especially for one with like this kind of front stretch, the quad ovals. They really are tough to navigate, and especially with such little room. We know Atlanta and Charlotte, they expand to 4 lanes wide in the middle of the front stretch. They have expansion, they have room. But I mean, even the backstretch here at Texas, it's not a big one. It's a very thin backstretch. So, as we're just one lap to green here, Keselowski to the back of the field. As they go double file, Joey Logano there on the inside, right behind Tyler Reddick. Chase Elliott can get a good start here, but it's not going to matter as much because he would have to push the 14 ahead, which isn't going to help him very much. Regardless, the pace car makes his hard left on pit road. Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe side by side with a Chevy and a Ford behind them. They're going to bring us back to the green flag. Once again, stage 2 is underway in Texas. Briscoe with a great start. Bubba on the inside of Logano and Elliott. I don't like that. That almost looked like Kyle Larson was about to get turned by Ross Chastain. And look at this. Denny Hamlin, he's got such pace, keeping up with the field immensely. Same with Martin Truex, who's actually on the lead lap. These three guys, you know, they're going to make it up pretty well, I would hope. They keep going 3 wide here on the backstretch, which isn't a good decision considering it's a very thin backstretch and you need a bit of a higher entry in the corner if you really want it to stick, or else you're going to get really slowed down. There's Ty Gibbs on the outside of Ross Chastain. But is it going to stick? Larson goes for his manufacturer teammate on the bottom. But Gibbs might actually have the speed here on the back stretch. It's very tough to tell. Chase Briscoe now on the rear bumper. There we go. Gibbs gets past Chastain. I think Larson's going to do the same, or at least going to try to, but it's not going to work. Briscoe now on the rear bumper of the 45. Into turn 1, Ty Gibbs already gaining on these two, the 45 and the 14. A lot of 4s there, the 45, 14, 54. 14 gets pushed from the 54. They're going to go down to the bottom of the 45. Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson, the 1 and the 5. A lot of 1s, a lot of 4s, a lot of 5s, apparently. Chastain gets passed by Kyle Larson. He's way up high and he's in the wall. I don't know if he actually scraped the wall there. I couldn't tell. I didn't see any sparks or anything. I didn't see any contact, but regardless, there's Jimmy Johnson on the bottom of the racetrack. What's he doing here? You come off of pit road or something? Regardless, Alex Bowman has a monster run, but he's just going to lose out to Chris Buescher as the caution's out. Oh, no! 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 Martin Truex is involved in a crash with presumably Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, Justin Haley, and AJ Allmendinger. What happened? Oh my god. Did he blow up? The 19 simply blew up. Gave the 16 nowhere to go. But what's Jimmy Johnson? And yeah, that brought out a crash that involved Anthony Alfredo and Riley Herbst, Kaz Gralla, and Ricky Stenhouse as well. Even Zane Smith. What was Jimmy Johnson doing up there though? That's what I'm more concerned about. How did he get here? Oh yeah, see, he did pit. Okay, he pitted. Oh, that sucks. Apologies. As Martin Truex has retired, the 3 is retired, and the 47 have retired. New lapped cars, the 51 is Justin Haley, the 84 is Jimmy Johnson, 2 laps down. Larson scores it off of pit road. Ahead of his teammate Alex Bowman. So these are the people. These 200 guys will lead on the restart. Stage 2 is till lap 66. This is 20 laps more than the than the Car of Tomorrow race. It's 20 laps extra, but it makes a difference in the running. Hopefully we're not going to have to see an overtime today in Texas. I'm a little scared of what Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson are going to do on the front stretch here when we have just one left to green. I'm a little worried on how that's going to go. I don't want to see another holdup like we saw with Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Carson Hocevar. Speaking of Hocevar, what a comeback. I mean, he got turned earlier in the race, but his car looks completely fine, and he's in 8th place. So now, his car's instructed around Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski. They're going to take the high side this time. It appears to be a bit easier. Keselowski's looking to squeeze for some reason, though. Oh, he's got to let Jimmy Johnson by. And now Jimmy Johnson's going to go to the high side. Interesting. So, what's Keselowski doing? Brad. Ryan Priest, please get by. Can we please get by lapped traffic? Jimmy! Oh my god. It's like they're doing it on purpose. It's like they're doing it on purpose. These lapped guys cannot figure out where they have to go in order to... They will see penalty. Make no mistake, they will see penalty. Both Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson. As Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson bring us back to the green flag, but... Can you believe it? Can't believe these guys, especially Jimmy Johnson, is 7-time champion. He's an incredible stock car driver. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even know why he's been so slow this year. See, Keselowski made it to the back pretty easily as everyone got by him on the restart, but Johnson's fast, which means he's actively being a holdup to the lead lap cars. 54, the 45, the 5 gets turned by the 48. Unbelievable. Caution is out. The teammate of the Kyle... Oh my lord. Alex Bowman spins Kyle Larson into the inside wall in the back straightaway. as Ty Gibbs gets back to the line ahead of Tyler Reddick. What in the world? Excuse me? Alex. No. You don't just turn your teammate like that, buddy. Look, he just... He just came up on him. I don't believe it. Man. 5's out of the race. Unbelievable if Alex Bowman goes to win this. That would be one hell of a way to have this race go down. As we're just, 19 to go in the stage. Unbelievable. Kyle Larson. I needed to take a walk from that. Honestly, I didn't believe it. He didn't slow down. He did not value his teammate whatsoever there. I'm sure Kyle Larson's going to be very upset with Alex Bowman after the race. Granted, Larson's not in it. Larson's out. He's in the garage. His car's toast. So we remain with just 34 cars left on the field, 30 of which are on the lead lap. Probably about 20 actually competitive. Maybe even just 10 to 15 cars remain competitive. Cars that most of are still way up in the field. Ty Gibbs lost a lot of spots on pit road. Ross Chastain, let's look at him, man. I mean, again, Bristol winner off of pure under caution strategy, as the green flag could not be allowed to come back out. Unbelievable. Let's look at Denny Hamlin. Yes, he's a lap down. But look at all these cars he's gotten past. Same with Ryan Blaney. Look at him. And who else was it? The 19, Truex. Where's Truex? Oh yeah, he got turned. He's out. So Keselowski's in the back of the field. The problem is Hamlin needs a long green flag lap. Green flag stint to get his way up to the front of the field. Because now he's going to be sent to the back of the field since he's a lap down. And we actually get around all the lap cars properly this time. I don't believe it. We figured out how to do something right on the final lap of the caution. Allmendinger on the lead lap, I believe. Yep, last person on the lead lap. Even with that damage, didn't stop him. So we come back to the front of the field. Currently, person with the fastest lap, Kyle Larson, but he's out of the race. So I believe firmly that record will be taken out of his hands. If not, wow, Kyle Larson. So HAZCAR gets onto pit road. Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick lead Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace, their own teammates, to the green flag back in Texas. And Tyler Reddick gets an amazing start. Wow. Wow, that's an incredible start for Tyler Reddick. That's going to give him a big jump. Your stage 1 winner may just be your stage 2 winner. Could we see a third race sweep of the season? Because remember, both Atlanta races were fully swept. Bowman swept stage 1. Bowman swept the Cup race, and J.J. Yaley, out of all cars, swept the Car of Tomorrow race. Trevor Bayne almost swept Darlington, but lost out to Carl Edwards after miscalculated fuel. So, and tires, really. There's Ross Chastain on the inside of the Spire 77, but it's just not going to be. He didn't have enough speed off of the corner. He didn't have enough of a run. Gainbridge 77. I would like to see Carson Hocevar get himself at least one win, maybe at Talladega. But who knows what's going to happen at Dega. Really, starting in the front is probably one of the worst things you can do at Talladega. Because that's where the most aggressive pushing is. Towards the front, you know, middle of the front. So, if you're not on that front row, at the very least, then you're guaranteed to wreck out of Talladega. Or you have to be in the very back and slam on the brakes and head way below the line, when a wreck comes out. There's Chase Elliott on the inside of his teammate, Alex Bowman. Elliott not won a race yet this year. Bowman won a race in 2 stages. That brought him way up in the standings, mind you. He went from back of the midfield in points to now 9th in points. As these drivers seem to have calmed down all the cautions finally. There's Denny Hamlin, unbelievable speed through this field. He's making moves. He wants to say, I fought my way back onto the lead lap. Look at this. He has gotten his way past 17 cars. Something like that. At least 15 cars. He's going to go around Carson Hocevar. Not going to work. But I think this is where the competition tightens up for Hamlin, because he got through all these slower guys pretty easily. But now it's up to him to get past A, Carson Hocevar, B, Eric Jones, and then the cars like Byron, his teammate Gibbs, Joey Logano, Buescher, Chastain, all these front guys. He's in the front of the pack, really. But it's going to be a little harder for him, so I think he's going to stay a lap down the rest of the race. He's just not got the time, really. There's Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch, unexpectedly in 6th place. Look at that. Keselowski not really with anywhere to go. This isn't understandable, because which way do you go? Do you go to the outside or the inside? In the corners, I think he should go to the outside, but on the straights, it's tough for the number 6. Look at this train of 3 cars they've got going. Busch, Chastain, and Bubba. Busch pushing the Busch car. Kyle Busch pushing the Busch. That's a bit of a mouthful, but we'll go with it. Chase Elliott climbs up through the... catches. Tyler Reddick sees Justin Haley, doesn't know where to go. Neither of these guys know where to go. Elliott on the inside. I think it's going to be an inside move here. There goes Elliott and Alex Bowman way ahead, and Bubba Wallace, Reddick's teammate. So does Kyle Busch. Reddick, the 51 of Justin Haley, just got right in his way there. And Chastain as well. Unbelievable. Tyler Reddick loses lots of spots. The 17 says, get out of here. Doors the 51 off of turn 2. A bit of an unprecedented move. Definitely not what you should be doing to lapse traffic. They're just trying to get their way through the race like the rest of you. But, I mean, you do you, I guess. Alex Bowman in the lead. Presumably off of turn 2. With a bit of a, you know, with a bit of help from Bubba Wallace. There's Kyle Busch. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Kyle Busch is fighting for a lead right now. This is just ridiculous. There's Ross Chastain in 5th. Now just 5 to go in the stage. If I'm not mistaken, it's 5 to go. It's Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain are in the bottom, looking to get past Kyle Busch. Busch passes Busch. Can't believe I can say that in both series. Of course, Kurt Busch races in the lower series, and we have a Busch Light sponsored car in the top series. So Busch passes Busch right now. Elliott on the inside of Bowman. Is it going to stick? Not quite. Chastain in 3rd. Busch on the inside. 4 to go in the stage now, coming up on 3 to go. I think Ross Chastain could very well pull out a win today if he plays his cards right. Like, look at these two. They're slowing themselves down, bringing Chastain right up to the fight. Now to 2nd place, Ross Chastain. Is he going to be able to climb up to Chase Elliott in 2 laps, though? I don't think so. I think he's going to have to settle for 2nd place in the stage. 2 to go in stage 1. Or in stage 2, sorry. Bowman and Chastain right side by side. Chastain squeezes in front. Kyle Busch getting a top 10 finish in any stint of the race is honestly something you don't see every day. Chase Elliott gets held up by Brad Keselowski. Now they're side by side. 1 to go in stage 1. Chastain couldn't get the speed up against Keselowski. And so I think it's going to be Chase Elliott. Yes, it will. Yes, sir. Caution is out, and Chase Elliott wins stage 2 in Texas. Ross Chastain almost put it together thanks to the one and the only Brad Keselowski. Unbelievable. And it technically wasn't ignoring blue flags. He let both drivers right around him. What was it? Bowman on the inside, or not Bowman, Elliott on the inside, Chastain on the outside. So that was completely fair. No penalty there. But, like we said before, Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski will get a penalty point anyway. And we'll have some points taken off their total tally. Of course, they're not... Jimmy Johnson is arguably in the fight for the playoffs right now. He's in 18th place in the standings, post-Bristol Dirt. As I believe Tyler Reddick just beat Elliott off the pit road there. I'm surprised Keselowski's not staying for repairs. He's 5 laps down. I mean, you don't make this up. It's 5 down. Ty Gibbs first off of pit road. I think it's going to be Chase Elliott behind them. Yeah. Or not? No, it is. Oh no, Chase Elliott. Oh, He beat Tyler Reddick off the pit road. Good man. We now have 30-something laps of racing here in stage 3. As Brad Keselowski's gonna have to have the whole fielder go around him. That might be a little sketchy, especially with all the other lapped cars we have. We have Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Justin Haley, Jimmy Johnson, and Brad Keselowski. All lapped cars. So maybe a little difficult. Especially like before on the front stretch, but I think we're actually going to get around him just fine. As he sticks it all the way to the high side. Learned from his mistake before on that first caution. Not going to hold up the field this time. He doesn't want another penalty. I think he's just sliding down the track here. That's what this is. He's just sliding down the track. He can't really help it. But regardless, everyone gets past him just fine. Just let all the other lapped cars ahead of him, though. Anthony Alfredo. Is he on the lead lap? He is. Last one on the lead lap, Anthony Alfredo. Now, somehow Anthony Alfredo currently sits at 162 points. That is P number 7 in the points. But I think after today, we're going to see that change. It's going to drop down quite a bit. Unless, again, massive wreck comes out towards the end of the race and he sneaks his way to, like, a win or something. He's definitely, you know what, Anthony Alfredo's going to win Talladega. Anyway, pace car, hard left onto the pit road. Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott with Ty Gibbs and Chase Elliott with Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman right behind them. Green flag out in Texas. And here we go. And so Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman. They're gonna fight. Watch Alex Bowman turn him too. Of course, Ross Chastain, paying witness to all this, could very well use this to his advantage. Look, and he is. I mean, look at all that time he just gained on Chase Elliott. He's now right up his bumper. And those two are going to carry each other to Alex Bowman. So it's probably going to be a three-way battle for the lead unless Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace do something about it, apparently. That big little blanket here. Now I think most of the accidents, except for the one where Martin Truex blew up, Literally every other accident has been on the back stretch, so really, that little static camera we have isn't the worst thing ever. Yeah, those three are fighting hard for the lead. Just look at how close they really are. And there's Brad Keselowski already. Remember, Denny Hamlin, he's good at recovering his laps. He went from lap down at Atlanta to coming this close to a win. Came third place after losing out to Bowman and Buescher, who got in a photo finish. Bowman evidently came home with the win. It was almost a 3-wide finish. It was incredible to watch. There's Chase Elliott on the inside of Alex Bowman. Who's going to turn who, if they even do turn each other? Chastain with a massive run. Might want to go to the inside of inside of Alex Bowman with Chase Elliott. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to follow Elliott down to the bottom. He's going to get past Alex Bowman, along with the number 9. And Justin Haley, not knowing where to go, is going to give Ross Chastain the lead. Thought I saw a wreck, swear to God. Thought I saw someone have a nasty lick into the wall. Immediately, though, Bowman sneaks past Chastain. Here's Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace, the teammates. And look at Kyle Busch. These guys, they're pushing 200 every lap. Just look at Alex Bowman there. Average speed throughout this race is 121.704 miles per hour as of lap 82. Has the fastest lap changed? Yes. Chase Elliott currently holds the fastest lap all race. Bubba Wallace on the inside of Kyle Busch, but he's going to be slow. Busch and Chastain looking to get around him. I think now it's when that outside lane begins to have a bit more viability. Further on back, we're not seeing any more 3 wide from these guys. Where's Denny Hamlin? That's my question. Oh my lord. Denny Hamlin is up with William Byron and his teammate Christopher Bell. A lap down. Worked his way all the way up from the back of the field and currently sits, if he was on lead lap, 9th place. That's unbelievable. Denny Hamlin's a very fast driver. He had a very fast car today. Just got caught up in very bad circumstances. And so I think they're going to catch Keselowski again. Buescher down into pit road. But it means nothing. Keselowski did absolutely nothing but give Bowman a slightly bigger advantage over Tyler Reddick. Maybe Zane Smith and Kaz Gralla will change that, though. As these guys are catching on them as well. But that is average race speed is already going up to 124 miles per hour. Again, that's including caution laps. We include every lap in that speed, so including caution laps, that's insane speed. There's Tyler Reddick. Caution's out. What happened? 43 got turned with the 6. Keselowski. What happened here? I think Keselowski, yeah. He was just getting lapped by some more guys. And I don't know what happened with Eric Jones. Oh, I see. He got into it with the 41. He wasn't expecting him. And that's going to bring out yet another caution. Denny Hamlin, all the work he's putting out, all this attempt to get back to the lead lap, it seems to just be thrown away. He's not going to get those points. This is very unfortunate for Denny Hamlin. So he will be stuck with 29 points. No, 29th position. I don't know how many points that is, but that was a decently long green flag stint. Ryan Blaney staying off of pit. All the lapped cars look to be staying off of pit road. I think Keselowski's finally out of the race. No. You know what? He stays in it. Keselowski, resilient. Doing a Ryan Newman Ironmanning his way through this race. Reddick completes a stop and shows no adversity. No challenge for Reddick. Look at that. That's 6 lapped cars. Oh my lord, we're never getting around them. We're not getting around them. With 14 to go, I think I'd say we're screwed. Or 18 to go, actually. Right? Yeah. It's 18 laps to go. Oh, and I think they're actually all going to pit except for Chris Buescher, so that's fine. What's Buescher doing? There we go. Good man. Yeah. I think they're all pitting. So, except for Buescher, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully they're pitting, because I do not want to have to watch them try to get around 6 different cars. They can barely get around 2 of them. There's Blaney. Okay, I think they're all pitting. Yeah, they're all pitting except for Buescher. When did Buescher get a lap down? When did Chris Buescher get a lap down? Oh well. I have a marker in my room, and it's like one of those whiteboard markers with like the cap that has the eraser in it. And it doesn't smell like a Sharpie or anything. It smells like a rubbing alcohol. Like, I wonder why. It's like, I know it uses alcohol in it properly. It has different properties to a Sharpie. That's why I suppose it's gonna smell different. But I have a Sharpie right here. It smells completely different. So I don't know. There's a bit of that alcohol, like, tanginess to the Sharpie as well, but, you know. I think Tyler Reddick could be their first repeat winner of the season. He's shown incredible speed today. He's, you know, 6 different drivers have won races this season versus the Car of Tomorrow series already saw its first double winner in Carl Edwards, Darlington, and Bristol. 2 very fluked wins, but wins nonetheless. So this time around, it's going to be green, or next time by. We're going green this time by. So everybody make your way around Chris Buescher. Neatly, please, can we figure out William Byron, please, my brother. My brother. Let's get around him now. Let's get around the 17, please. And of course, HAZCAR can't find his way around the 17. But you know what? Kez, get around. Thank you. Jesus. Anyway, we're heading green. We're double file. I don't know about those lapped cars, but you know what? Who cares? Where are they at? Huh. Who cares? They're just lap traffic. Let me look at them from the back here. I think they're fine. They're gonna struggle a bit with Blaney and Haley and Buescher and Johnson, but regardless, Reddick and Bowman are 2 top leaders tonight. Get us back to the green flag. Stage 3 is back underway now with just 15 to go. Reddick and Bowman side by side. Of course, they only took right side tires. Their left side tires are on fire. They're fried. They're begging for mercy. Reddick is going to have that inside help. So I think he's going to slip ahead of everyone else. Busch goes to the middle. Oh, and Reddick's pitting. Reddick comes down to pit road. Completely unexpected. Oh my god. Oh no. What's happening there? Don't know why Tyler Reddick pitted. No one else pitted behind him. So there could be an issue there. But he's going to have to get off of pit road quick if he wants to still stay on the lead lap. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Bowman. And he stays on the lead lap. But this ain't no caution. They're not just going to let him stay on the lead lap. Tyler Reddick is now a lap down after a questionable pit road call. And there's a caution! Big crash on the back straightaway. Joey Logano in it. Oh, and Reddick. Reddick's in it too. Now, I wonder, is he going to come down pit road now? That may have been strategy. They might have been hoping for a caution. What happened? Just, we'll forget about Reddick for now. What happened with Logano and Gilliland and Barry? Because I think that was who was in it, right? Looks like... Oh, Barry turns the... And Reddick stays out of it. Barely making any contact. So now... I think Reddick made a smart strategy play there. This could be masterclass, or it could be what Gilliland did at Darlington in the lower series, David Gilliland. Let's see. We are now just 11 to go in Texas. So if Reddick doesn't stay off pit road here for this caution, then I think he's going to stay stuck a lap down. No one's going onto pit road. Everyone's staying off. Wow. Tyler Reddick took a gamble, their team, and it didn't work out. The 22 is out of the race. Current retirements: Brad Keselowski, finally, Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Martin Truex Jr., Daniel Suarez, David Reagan, and Joey Logano. Your current top 10 is Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, William Byron, Noah Gragson, Bubba Wallace, Corey LaJoie, and Daniel Hemrick. No idea how they got up into the top 10, but we roll with it, I guess. I mean, a lot of our top 10ers got dropped out. There's Buescher, Reddick, Blaney, Hamlin. Logano's out. Kyle Larson's out. Truex is out. You know, Keselowski's out. So it makes sense, really. I think there shouldn't be too much lap traffic trouble this time, as it looks like all of our lap traffic is actually already, mostly at least, at the back of the field. Only cars not there seems to be Jones, Allmendinger, Gralla, Berry, and Gilliland. And so we're 1 to green here. No trouble with the laps traffic whatsoever this time, finally. Like, that was the least trouble we've had all day. Chastain is going to go to the outside. Alex Bowman, excuse me. Had a long day. As Ross Chastain and Alex Bowman, with the most egregious top 10 I've ever seen in my life, they're going to bring us back to the green. Look at these two side by side, but Elliott with it pushing his Hendrick Motorsports teammate. Of course, everyone stayed off of pit road, so the outside may be a bit stronger here. Elliott to the inside. And we got another crash. Who is it this time? AJ Allmendinger. Caution's not out, though. Caution. We stay green. as Allmendinger gets back up to speed. Allmendinger, I swear I said Allmendinger. Oh my god. Oh my god, it sounds like it. Shut up. Okay, sorry. Chase Elliott, currently in the lead. It looks like he may finally do it. I mean, unless... Oh man, I don't think Allmendinger has enough speed. He is a lap down. These guys are pushing the same speeds roughly. Ty Gibbs. Wow, Ty Gibbs is in your top 3. He might look to a win. Ross Chastain even. We have the chance for a first-time winner or 3 repeat winners. Oh my lord. Because of course we're including Alex Bowman in this. Anything can happen. Yellow can come out anytime. We'll review AJ Allmendinger's spin in a moment. There's Chastain to the inside of Gibbs. But he doesn't have the speed. Gibbs stays ahead. Now Bowman behind him, just 4 to go. In Texas, I almost said Talladega, but it's Texas. Ty Gibbs now right on the bumper of the 9. Todd Gilliland unexpectedly is here. With some Brad Keselowski-esque speed. No caution. I don't know what happened to the 38. But Chase Elliott... Oh, did Ty Gibbs get past? Where'd Ty Gibbs go? Oh, did he pit? No, don't tell me you pitted. I think you pitted. Oh well. That's it for Ty Gibbs. Ross Chastain to the outside! Ross Chastain goes to the outside of Chase Elliott and Todd Gilliland. And he goes to the lead, 2 to go, now just 1 to go here in Texas. Ty Gibbs definitely pitted while we weren't looking. Only chance for Chastain not to win is the 20 of Bell. Look at him right there. That Gibbs right there. It is Ty Gibbs. With Kyle Busch in 3rd. Unbelievable, Ross Chastain. Bell's just not going to be able to do it. I don't believe what I'm seeing. But Ross Chastain, once again, brings it home to a win for Trackhouse in Texas. Oh my Lanta. He is our first repeat winner, and it's a back-to-back win as well. Ross Chastain wins the I Do But I Won't 400 for real. For real this time. I know last time I said the wrong race name. This time it's the I Do But I Won't 400. And it belongs to Chastain. Congratulations to Trackhouse Racing, as well as our 2 podium finishers, the number 20, Christopher Bell for Joe Gibbs, and the number 8, Kyle Busch for Richard Childress Racing. But before we do that, let's assess what happened to AJ Allmendinger. So here he was, middle of the field, keeping up the pace pretty well. As good as you could do for a lapped car, I believe. Right? Isn't he lapped? No, he wasn't. Oh, that's what happened. That's why the 2 was on pit road as well. How did this not bring out a caution? 2 got up into 31, and just, yeah. 31 got out lucky. But it's over. Thank you for watching HAZCAR. And we'll be back next race with Talladega Superspeedway.